Hey y'all, Big Tim here. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Old School and Bass with Big Tim. So, if you hear any background noise, I gotta say I live in northern Kentucky, the construction capital of the world. There's road construction, there's housing, there's everything going on. I guess that's the upside of a good economy, or I guess the downside, because it is sure noisy. Now, I'm recording this before I gotta go to work today. I'm working a weird, odd shift. I'm normally off on Tuesday, but here we are recording because I'm going to work today. But today's episode is a little different. It does have to do with fishing, but we're going to talk about hats, what they're for, and how to wear them. First off, this is how to wear them. Bill rounded, facing forward, and hats are a tool, but dang, don't I look good in this one? Hats do help an appearance. I mean, it's hard to cover all that up. Why cover up all that beauty? But hat also looks good too. Love that hat. Ladies, I know I'm married, so sorry, I better take this off or girls go crazy. But I'm wearing this one. This is a Triton hat. Triton gave this to us all the competitors down at the Triton Owners Tournament this year. Which brings me to an interesting point. Why would you pay 20 bucks to advertise for someone else? Companies should be giving these hats away because it's advertising. It's very cheap advertising. It's not like paying magazines. It's not like paying TV airtime. It's cheap advertising. As a matter of fact, I am actually going to, once I design my own logo, have my own hats. Some of you few lucky subscribers, once I finally get them designed, will have some hats. So look forward to that. Probably won't be until spring, but that's something I've been thinking about and trying to get a logo designed and get my own hats. But anyway, so this is a nice hat. Okay, this is what we call a summer hat. I know some of you young guys call it a trucker's hat. Here's another hat. Another Triton hat. Look good in that one too, don't I? Anyway, this is a winter hat. See, it's got no mesh. Definitely keep you warmer. Yeah, this one was given to me too for the Triton Gold program. Granted, you have to register to be in the Triton Gold program, but 2 Triton hats, freebies. I love free hats. I mean, that should be what it's all about. Here's another free hat. This one's given to me by Bass. Okay. And you know already, I am not a fan of a white hat. So this may be the first time I ever wore it. But it's a pretty cool hat. It's from a divisional. It's got a little insignia on the back. That doesn't mean it's supposed to be worn like this. To me, this looks like I'm wearing my grandma's shower cap. Well, maybe not grandma, maybe my mom. Granny didn't mind about getting her hair wet in the pool. So I'm not a real fan of wearing a hat like this. I know there's sometimes if you've got a real fast boat that if you're driving it, you got to turn your hat around backwards. I know you Ranger guys don't know what I'm talking about. Your boats aren't going that fast, but I know this does happen. Another thing is the hats like this. Now, there are times when you're fishing, because a hat is supposed to be a tool. There are times when I'm fishing that I will turn it just to block the sun from coming in at a weird angle. But I generally don't want to be seen with my hat like that. If I do, that means I'm making fun of something or somebody, which I do a lot. So don't get offended. We're just having fun here, right? Here's another hat. This one's also from Bass, but I tried to make it a flat bill because I don't own a flat bill. That's that's goofy. When I see guys wearing a flat bill, I don't understand it. It looks so weird. But then again, I'm from Kentucky, not California. And again, it's got the insignia on the back. This one's a little more comfortable. But I gotta fix that bill. Can't stand it. And I gotta say, I am not a fan of these elastic snapback hats. I got a big head. That's because there's a lot going on up here. But some of them get so tight they'll give me headaches. I actually prefer the ones that, this one has Velcro, and that's not bad. But what I actually prefer is the old-fashioned, well, this one doesn't have it either, the snaps. You know, the snaps seem to be best. And I'll tell you why I don't like the Velcro. If you're fishing and you have rain gear on, the Velcro catches the inside of your rain gear and just gets aggravating. When you turn your head, the whole hood goes. So that's why I'm not a fan. One thing I did do was I took some old hats and cut the Velcro off and put it over this part so that it doesn't catch on the inside of my rain gear. That's for the one I actually keep in my boat. Just a little tip for you guys, because like I said, a hat is a tool. Probably ought to keep a couple in your boat. You know, that way they're always there. You know, if you get out on the water, the wind blows one off because you had it forward and took off in a gust of wind or something, you probably ought to keep a couple hats in your boat. I generally have at least 2, maybe even 3. I have a winter hat, a summer hat like this, and then actually I have 4. A visor for when it really gets hot, and then I don't know what the other one is, just kind of a pretty much a junk hat. But hats, they're definitely meant to be a tool. The reason we wear them forward is to shade our eyes from the sun. I was fishing I think it was a federation tournament one time with a boy years ago, and I was sight fishing. And if you're a non-boater, you know that sometimes sight fishing can really stink because a guy sits in a place for a long period of time trying to catch 1 or 2 fish that are on a bed. And in this case, I'd sat on a bed for about 15 or 20 minutes because I was looking for about a 3.5 pounder that would upgraded my bag pretty good. The guy in the back of the boat had 3 fish at the time, and he was whining and complaining that he didn't have a shot at any fish. Of course, he had his hat backwards, you know, couldn't see anything. So I invited him up on the front deck. First thing I did was told him to turn his hat around. And I gave him my polarized sunglasses because he didn't have any of those either. And told him just to look around. And there were at least 10 to 15 bucks, you know, smaller fish, you know, pound and a half, swimming around in the area that he had easy opportunity to catch if he had sunglasses and had his hat around. So keep that in mind. You know, the hat is really a tool to help block the sun so that you can see down in the water. Even if you have polarized glasses on, wearing the hat helps shade. You'll actually see some guys, even though they're wearing a hat, do one of these so that they can see better into the water. And that'll definitely help you to get in the water. But again, this is Big Tim. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you know, please be sure to subscribe. And like I said, we're just having fun here, so nobody get all upset. No, I hope nobody's all bent out of shape. You know, we're just having a little fun. So tune in next time, and we'll see you.